Hi, everyone. Oh, my goodness. It's so good to be back with you guys after we missed last week. And I'm so sorry about that. I have been extremely busy, but that's okay. We're going to sparkle today. And speaking of sparkling, I want to say hello to my fabulous co-host, Stormy from Storm Reads. Hi,
Hey everybody.
Stormy. Okay. All right. We have a lot of people chatting away, which is wonderful. So I'll get right into it. Hi, Sophia. She says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Uh, Cornflower saying hi. Hi, Cornflower. Cajun saying hi to everyone. Hi, Cajun. Great to have you guys here. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, Jessica, and great to have you here. I missed Amber Jen. Hi, Amber Jen. Oh, and special guest star, we have Stormy's dog with us. Hello.
She's feeling really needy, so.
Oh, well, she's always welcome. Jillian. Hi, Jillian. Great to have you here. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Cozy. Okay, let's make this a bit easier for myself. Hi, Melmac. She says, hi, Mr. Francy. Hi, Stormy. And hi, everyone. Hi, Susan. Great to have you here, guys. Dresden.
That's my dog.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Say hi to my dog.
Oh, beautiful. And Hannah's saying hi to Dresden as well. Lovely. Beautiful name. KB saying hi to everyone. Hi, KB. Mr. AJ, the artist, is here. Hi, Mr. AJ. Thank you for being here. Melmac says, oh, yes, everyone, let us know what you're reading. Oh, my gosh, I skipped 1 week and I'm out of sync. So let us know what you will be reading today. Yeah, I'll quickly let you guys know I'm going to be reading the Vampire Knitting Club. I'm about halfway through it. So we'll see how it goes. And Stormy, what will you be reading?
Are you liking it so far?
It's okay. So what I found out when I was about to start reading it is that there's a novella that comes before book 1. So I read the novella first and I really loved the novella. But then I found out the novella was written last year and I think book 1 was written 2 years ago or something. And yeah, I could see a difference between the two. So I'm hoping I'll warm to it more, book 1 more as I go along. And what will you be reading today, Stormy?
I am going to be working on the audiobook for To Love a Dark Lord by Anne Stewart. I'm over halfway through it, so I'm hoping I can maybe get this finished today because I'm wanting to try to squeeze in one more retro romance. I got a Nora Roberts here, and I want to try to, but I only got 2 days, so I'm like, I don't know if I can squeeze in one more or not. But I said if I can't get it squeezed in, it is kind of it's got a private detective, so I'd say that's kind of mystery. So I'll just put it in my mystery, my March Mystery Madness, because Hidden has 2 Ds, so it's got doubles.
Oh, 2 by 2. Very good. Nice. Yeah, no, I totally get it. I after Vampire Knitting Club, I want to read A Murderous Macaroon, which is the second book in the Beachfront Bakery series. And I have less time than everyone in America to get through it before the end of the month. So we'll see how we go. All right, Melmac, I'm reading Pies and Prejudice by Ellery Adams, number 1 in the book 1, sorry, in the Charmed Pie Shop. Nice. Sounds good. I only have 2 chapters left. Are you enjoying it, Melmac? Let us know. Sophia's happy about it. Nice. Melmac saying hi to Dresden. Cozy says, I'm reading A Fresh Beginning and Murder on ebook, 55% in. Nice. Susan says, I just finished Read It and Weep by Jen McKinley. I'm not sure what I'll start for sprints yet. Fair enough. Did you like Read It and Weep? I've heard good things about Jen McKinley. I haven't read
Yeah, that's the Library
yet.
Lover series. So.
See, that's why. Yeah, it's funny. I'm still considering myself relatively new to cozies, and I think I mixed up Library Lovers with the this one, the Murder is Binding series.
Oh, yeah, the
What's it called? Booktown Mystery. Yeah. So I need to get on to Library Lovers and see what I think of that one. Cajun says, reading A Killer in the Rye, a Deadly Deli mystery, number 3. Oh, excellent. Ooh, Deadly Deli. That sounds interesting. Sophia says, I'm reading Some Like It Hawk by Donna Andrews and Cremains of the Day by Misty Simon. I love that title. Nice. Julian says, I'm reading The Perfect Ruin by Shanora Williams on audio. Very intrigued so far. Definitely a revenge thriller. Ooh. KB says, time to start a new book. Can't choose between The Girl Who Drank the Moon, Honey Girl, or Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Have you read any of those, Stormy?
Only Harry Potter.
Yes.
I've heard of The Girl Who Drank the Moon, and I know a lot of people like it, and it is a middle grade book that is on my list to try one of these days, and the other one I have no clue.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, let us know what you end up deciding, KB. Hannah says, I'm reading Caught Red-Handed. I love that title too. 40% into it. Nice. Are you enjoying
How
it
are
so
you
far?
liking that one, Hannah?
Yeah, let us know.
It's kind of fun.
Cozy says, are you listening to Vampire Knitting Club on audiobook, Mr. Francy? I am, Cozy. I don't have the physical book on me, and I struggle with ebooks. So, yeah, I am listening to it at the moment.
I will have to say that I listened to the first one, and I wasn't a super fan of it. I think I gave it like 3 stars, but I don't know if it's the whole vampire knitting thing and knitting or what. There was something about it I just didn't like, but it's been so long ago that I can't remember exactly why I didn't like it.
Yeah, no, totally understand. Have you read the very first, the novella, the 0.5?
I haven't read the novella. But I'm kind of curious
so,
about it, since you like really liked it, but then you're kind of like, oh, so I was like, I was wondering.
Yeah, I definitely feel that there's a massive difference between the two, not just being a novella, but the novella doesn't read as much like a cozy compared to book 1. Book 1 has your standard template of what a cozy is, but the novella is more, I mean, we have vampires, so I don't think this will be a spoiler, explaining how some of the vampires became vampires, but there's no mystery. So, yeah. Okay, Amy says, I'm reading Murders and Metaphors by Amanda Flowers. Oh my gosh.
I've read that one. So,
do you remember what series that one's part of,
that
Stormy?
was the Magical Bookshop, I think is what it's called.
Nice. I'm so happy she's written so many books because I'm loving Amanda Flowers at the moment. So with
that one's not too bad. It's a light paranormal. It's got enough little like magical stuff in it to, kind of be there, but it's not like overpowering. So.
Oh, nice. And Amy says, this is the first book I've read by the author. Well, how are you enjoying it so far, Amy? So I've read 4 books, including 1 novella in the Amish Candy Shop, and I loved all of them so far. So let me know. Melmac says, Goblet of Fire is on TV. Oh, there you go. Excuse me. There you go. Cozy says, Amy, that's book 3 of the series. There you go.
Yeah.
Melmac says, never mind, it ended at 4 p.m. Order of the Phoenix is on now. So there's like a marathon going on, I'm assuming, at the moment. Yeah, nice. Oh. Hannah says, LOL Storm, we've called my dad Dark Lord since the kids were born, so I'll have to get him that book. No.
And I would like, does he have any Irish in him? Because then that would even be funnier, because the main character is the Dark Lord guy is Irish. So
Ah, there you go. Melmac says, yes, I love it. So for Prize and Prejudice. Oh, nice. Excellent. Excellent, Melmac. Nicole, Books and Beauty. Oh, I like that, Nicole. Says, hi, everyone. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for being here. Amy says, yes, Cozy. I'm liking it so far. Excellent. Amber Jen says, I'm reading Finding God in Anime, a devotional for otakus by multiple authors. I'm not that religious anymore, but it's interesting how people are relating different anime to their faith. There you
I was gonna
go.
say that the title just sounded a little strange, so I was wondering how that went with religion. So I see that.
Wow. Nicole says, I'm reading Plum Pudding Murder. Oh, you have me intrigued just by the title. Have you read that one, Stormy?
Is that a Hannah Swenson book? Because that sounds kind of like it could be. And I know she's been reading that series, so.
Right. Is that the one that we are going to hold?
Shall not be named one, yeah.
Yeah, enough said. KB says, Melmac, if that's the next book in the series, then it's even longer than this one. Went from 300 plus pages with Azkaban to 700 with Goblet. Yeah, I think Order of the Phoenix is the longest. But yeah, they do get.
Prepare yourself, because they just seem to get longer and longer.
Exactly. The first three are nice little short middle grade books, and then as you go along, they just get longer and longer. Hannah says, wait until you get to the next one. Yep. Susan G says, yes, I did like it. Read it and weep. Gave it a 4. Nice. This one was very much a surprise outcome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think the fourth one is when another character gets introduced.
Oh, okay. KB says, maybe I will save the moon for middle grade March then.
Yay, that's middle grade Madness.
Yeah. Because it says, I've listened to 3 or 4 of the Vampire Knitting Club on audiobook. They are entertaining but average for me. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say it's average. I don't think there's anything necessarily inherently bad about book 1 that I'm reading at the moment, but nothing's really jumping out at me as being amazing at this point. So there's still time. We'll see how we go. I haven't listened to the novella. Yeah, so I loved the novella, but I love paranormal books anyway. So if you're a fan of paranormal books, don't go into it thinking it's going to be a cozy, because to me, it did not read at all like a cozy. There was no mystery that we're solving.
It was probably just for fans if they wanted to know, well, how did these vampires become vampires that they've learned about throughout the whole series? And then so she just went back and kind of
yeah, that's what I was thinking, especially since it was published years after, at the very least after the first book had been released. So that was my assumption. Hannah says, I'm not liking it because the characters sound super snotty towards the victim because she opened up a chain restaurant in the town. Oh, that's not good. KB says to Hannah, I have the box set and just looking at the size is intimidating.
Speaking of middle grades and their sizes, that Keeper of the Lost City series, oh my goodness, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
They are ridiculously long.
I finished number 2 and it's like 568 pages, and like number 3 I think is 600 and something, and I'm like, geesh.
Yeah. Yeah, they just keep getting longer. Yeah, so as I told you, 3 is the last one that I read. So I can't wait to talk to you about it once you finish.
We're gonna hold off until and read that one in April because we have too many things going on in March. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see why it is you decided to quit.
It's so simple that it might surprise you the reason why, but yeah, we'll get to it. KB, yep, I read that. Sophia laughing at it. Amber Jen says, I just got the Vampire Knitting Club. I'm going to read sometime. Yeah. So, I mean, funny story with this one. I needed to fulfill for the Cozy It Up with Mr. Francy readathon, the arts and crafts prompt. And I was a bit nervous about Crafty Crime by Erin Scott that I was going to read. And then I got a lovely comment from someone, I won't say who was telling me that it's probably not that crafty. So I decided to shelve it for another month and replace it with the Vampire Knitting Club because at least the word knitting is in the title. So I knew I'd be stick with that one. ML Max says, KB, Half-Blood Prince is a little shorter. Order of the Phoenix and Deathly Hallows are my favorite movies. I think Goblet of Fire and Deathly Hallows are my favorite books, but it's hard to choose. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, we'll probably start the sprint soon. So I'll just get to a couple more comments and then we'll start sprinting. KB says, I prefer 400 pages or less. Yeah, fair enough. I think it depends on the book too. Sometimes when I read a book that's a tome, 500 pages or more, I feel like it's made up of extra padding that really doesn't need to be there. And at other times, I do feel like it is, worthy to be the amount of pages that it is. So it really just depends on the book itself.
Yeah, I think I was kind of feeling, even with book 2 on Keeper of the Lost City, that this could have been like shorter. And so I'm like, I hope that, I liked it, but it's like still, it could have been a little shorter, I think. So
yeah, exactly.
To know that, like, I like looked ahead and like some of them like 800 pages or something, and I'm like, for a middle grade, come on.
Are you serious? Exactly, for a middle grade. Oh
yeah, I was like, and there's 10 books in the series, and they just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Wow.
Should have looked ahead before I decided to do this buddy read.
Right. I'm not regretting my decision hearing that. Oh my gosh. Cornflower says, I'm starting The Rocky Road to Ruin by Mary Allen. First book in the Ice Cream Shop Mysteries. Nice. Is that the one I'm thinking of with the ice cream cone on the cover with the skull? Or is that something completely different?
No, that one's Deadly Inside Scoop, I think, is what that one was. This one's a different ice cream shop.
Oh, nice.
There's been a couple of people in the Killing Time with Cozy that's read it and liked it, but I haven't read it. So.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Melmax says, yes, there's a Harry Potter marathon just about every weekend on one station or another.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice. Hannah says, it's like MTV playing the same show over and over. Okay, so we'll probably start sprinting at 20 past. Are you good with that, Stormy?
Yeah.
And then we'll probably sprint till the top of the hour. So we'll do a 40-minute sprint.
Yeah, that's good.
Excellent. Cajun says to Cornflower, interested in how you find that one. The cover is so pretty to me. KB says, Azkaban is my favorite so far. It stepped the game up from the first 2. I'm definitely hooked on the series now. Nice. Sophia says, yep, 400 pages or less is my preference too. Yeah, fair enough. And Nicole says, that's number 12 in the Hannah Swanson. Yep, so you were right there, Storm. KB says, when I think of middle grade, I think 250 to 350 pages, but man, was I wrong.
Yeah, me too. And I mean, I can even go like to 400, but over 400 is just, oh my goodness, okay.
Yeah, it really doesn't make sense.
I'm thinking from a standpoint of a kid. I mean, they're like, attention span isn't really that, to sit there and read an 800-page book.
Right.
My attention span is not that bad. So.
No, but I don't get it. I mean, at least with the Harry Potter books, if I remember correctly, the first 3 are middle grade, and then from book 4 they become young adult, if I remember correctly, because of the thing. There's a thing that happens that makes it young adult. Because yeah, I don't want to spoil. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's start the sprint, and we'll sprint till the top of the hour. I need to write. Gosh. Read till the top of the hour. Read till 00, and then I'll click
Yeah.
on it because I'm not seeing a space to write a comment right now, which is odd. I'll scroll down. Thank you, everyone, for your assistance in this. I really do appreciate it.
Weird. My phone won't even let me click on your.
Oh no!
I was gonna write
Oh
it
my
for you, and it won't let me do
God. Oh gosh.
it. That's
Can I
weird.
write it? Can I write it in the banner? Oh,
YouTube
maybe I
isn't
can.
responding. No, duh. Okay.
Okay. Let's see if I can do it here.
Oh, there's a couple people did it for you. Uh-oh. Now he's frozen.
Oh, hang on. Am I back? I'm back.
There you go. I was gonna say a couple people done it for you reading too. Yeah.
Oh, they did? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, everyone who did. I really appreciate it. Who was first? KB was. All right.
Maybe.
We'll put KBs up. All right, everyone. So we're reading to the top of the hour, and happy reading, everyone. Alrighty. We are at the top of the hour. How did you do, Stormy?
Pretty good. I don't necessarily remember exactly where it was, but I'm like 65% into it. So
Nice. I got just over an hour left of the Vampire Knitting Club, so happy about that. All right, back to the comments. Cozy says, need to listen to audiobook actually. Can't sit down at the moment. I'm reading Cozy Corgi Mystery. Whatever one starts with Q, lol, don't know the number. Wow. There you go. Erin Scott series counts for craft. She makes jam and her best friend is an artist. Ah, good to know, Cozy. Thank you. KB says, agreed. I feel like the longer ones have a lot of unnecessary filler.
yeah.
Yep. Nicole says, I'm also going to read The Cat Who Could Read Backwards. That series, the Cat series, I can't remember the name of it. I think I read book one.
It's the Cat Who
Sorry?
series.
The Cat Who series, yes. Yep. Nice. Okay. Good looking out, Cozy. Yes, exactly. We would have been reading all night. Oh, good. Okay, Jane is here. Hi, Jane. Jane says, sorry I'm late. Just got off a video call with my nephews. No problem at all. Great to have you here. Susan G says, decided to read Lord of Silence by Elizabeth Peters. It's an Amelia Peabody mystery. Ooh.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the older type cozy mysteries or whatever that like was started maybe in like the 80s or 90s or something like that. I know I've heard of it, but I haven't read it.
Right. Yep. Oh, there you go. Nicole says, I'm 106 pages into Plum Pudding Murder. Excellent. How are you liking it so far, Nicole? Hi, Cozy Reader Life. Bev, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, Bev. Woo! Says, hello, just finished Barely Departed. Did you like it? I'm still trying to find that one on audiobook because I'm having trouble ordering it. But yeah, that's awesome.
It looked cute, the covers anyway.
I know, right? I mean, a lot of cozy covers to me look really cute, but the Barely Departed series looks really adorable. Jane says, I'm in the middle of the skeleton paints a picture. Sorry, I'm in the middle of the skeleton paints a picture. I'm really liking it. Nice.
Excellent. That one's part of the Family Skeleton Mystery series where there's an actual skeleton, I think, that like walks around, like, so it's kind of like paranormal, I think. But, like they got skeleton in the family.
Wow. There you go. Maybe I should give that one a go. Jillian says, sorry, go ahead, Stormy.
I said it sounds fun. I haven't read it, but it sounds fun.
Yeah. Jillian says, got 12% read. Nice. Really liking it so far. Excellent. Hannah says, I read 22 pages in my book. I mean, it's 2022. We've got the 2x2s coming up. You read 22 pages. Yeah. All the numbers there, Hannah. Love it. 49%. Nice. Very nice. Cajun read 13%. Nice. Very much on the money there, as per usual. Yep. Cozy said, almost finished my audiobook, book 7 of Cozy Corgi. Honestly, hating this book, but I normally enjoyed the series, but it will give me cue for the ABC challenge. I totally understand that, Cozy. Sometimes we just got to get through some of them.
Sometimes there's that one in the series that you just don't like as much as the others.
Yeah, true that. KB read 39 pages. Nice. Amber Jen says, I got no reading done. One of the booktubers I watched had her March TBR up, so I watched it and lunch got delivered. Nice. What got delivered? What are you eating, Amber Jen? Hi, Jessica. Great to have you here. Thank you for joining. Cozy says, Mr. Francy, the Barely Departed series isn't on audiobook anywhere. It's not on Audible even. Ugh, so that's why I can't find it. How
Bummer.
rude. Such a shame. Maybe I'll just have to keep looking for the physical. I can read physical books. I just don't like reading ebooks. So I have to keep hunting around for the physical one. But thanks for letting me know, Cozy. I appreciate it. Nicole says she's enjoying it. Nice. Hi, Mums. Thanks for being here. She says, hi, how are you guys? Doing well, doing well. Actually, before I keep going, so, yeah, you guys, obviously, we weren't here last week. I was really busy. I had to submit 3 assignments in 10 days. And I was telling Stormy earlier that I just submitted the last one last night. So now I've got 2 weeks off, which is wonderful. So really, really, really happy to be here with you guys. But I'm in a really good mood now that all that's done and just, yeah.
Pressure is off, and
that's it. It's like, oh, I can breathe now. And it's more time to create more videos as well. So that was my next thought. Oh, holidays, yay. But at the same time, video time. So I'm trying to read I Hope You Got This Message. Oh, I like the title. However, life has been putting me off of reading right now. Totally get that. I hadn't read in 48 hours prior to that last sprint. So was very happy to get back to it. That's not like me. Even if I don't read a lot, like if I don't have a lot of time, I always read every day. And so
even if it's a few pages, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hannah says, I think I'm going to continue the Ellie Alexander books on audio, excluding the ones that I own. Fair enough. Hi, Nadine. Thank you for being here. She says, I'm reading 1 classic per month, a New Year's resolution. Nice. I had that resolution last year, so good luck with it. And Stormy is doing well with her classics also, I'm proud to say. Do you have a classic for March, Stormy?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it's March Mystery
because
Madness,
there's just so much. Like, I didn't really have, well, I technically didn't have one planned, but it was kind of classic, I guess, because like we were talking about it yesterday, that the Little House in the Big Woods, which was the Laura's Ingalls Wilder, was actually a classic middle grade. So I'm like, well, you could kind of count that, even though it wasn't like on my radar at the moment. But with March Mystery Madness, I'm like, there's just too much going on to add a classic to all that. So yeah, April, I'm going to pull out a couple classics and see which one I'll start on, I think.
Nice. No, that's good. Yep, and have to hurry to read my February pick of The Great Gatsby before Tuesday. Luckily, it's a short book, but I'd rather be reading a cozy. Totally understand. You don't want to hear my thoughts on The Great Gatsby.
I haven't read that one yet, and I know it seems like the people that I know have mixed views about that one, so it makes me a little curious about it.
Well, since you said people have mixed views, I'm happier to say it. I started reading The Great Gatsby. I DNF'd it, and then all my friends said to me, you got to pick it up. It gets back better. It gets better. So I picked it up for the second time. I went, okay, fine. I'll try and get through it. And then I literally fell asleep reading the physical book, and it fell to the floor. And that was when I went, okay, I'm done. And then I watched the movie just to make sure that, I see if the movie might entice me to get back to the book, and it really didn't. So, yeah. But if you guys love it, that's great. I love that different readers enjoy different things, but it just wasn't for me.
Yeah, I've seen some people are like, I love it. And some people are like, it was okay. I don't really see what the big hoopla is in it. It's like, well, then it's like, I wonder where I'll fall, if I'll like it or if I'll think it's boring and like, ugh.
And I find that to be one of the greatest things for me personally as a reader, when I hear so many people saying they don't like a book and then so many people saying they love it, and it being so polarizing. For me, it becomes so enticing to see where I'm going to fall. So, yeah, I can't wait to see where you fall, Stormy. Oh, hi, Polly. Polly says, where did Mr. Francy go? Oh, Oh, sorry. During sprints, I leave and then I come back when we're done with the end of the sprint. Because
I'm the
I'm using my
placeholder.
phone. Yes, yes. Stormy is the best placeholder, you guys. Yeah, I listen to audiobooks on my phone and I use my phone to do their sprints. So I go away during the sprint and then I come back. And I'm so grateful to have Stormy here so that there is a placeholder. I really appreciate it, Stormy. Thank you. Okay. Cozy says Better World Books might have the Bear series on it. Wonderful, Cozy. I'll go and check that out after this after the sprints are done. But I appreciate you getting me onto that website because they're amazing. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Vivian says just tuned in and wanted to say hello, new subscriber. Thank you, Vivian, and hi, and thank you for checking in and thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much for all the love, you guys. That's incredible. So I've been saying in my videos, I have a goal to reach 500 subscribers by the time it gets to my birthday, which is on May 12. And that is so doable. So everyone who has subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every subscription goes a long way. I really appreciate it. So thank you very much, Vivian. Very much appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm getting close to 400, so it's like, yay!
Yay, Stormy! That's so cool. If you haven't subscribed to Stormy, she's on this side. If you haven't subscribed to Stormy, please do. She's amazing. So yeah, her channel name is Storm Reads.
Yeah.
So yeah, go subscribe to her as well. Jessica says, wow, great job. I bet it feels good to have that done. Oh, my assignments. Yes, Jessica. Oh, it was an amazing relief last night. And it was just such a great feeling to have it all done, to be able to take a breath and realize that I could get into today's sprint not having to, just have it in my mind. I don't have to think about it at the moment. So it's an amazing relief, it really is. And it's great to be back sprinting. So thanks, Jessica. Cozy says, Hannah, that's how I have to read Ellie's Bake Shop series because I'm not a fan of the Shakespeare town or some side characters, so I get annoyed. Have you read any of the books in the Bake Shop series, Stormy?
No, I haven't read Ellie Alexander yet, but the Bake Shop series is one of the series that's on my SAS list for new series to try.
Ooh,
and so I'm kind of curious because there's like these people that really love it and these people that are like, it's just okay. And so I'm kind of curious to see if I'm going to like it or not.
Yes, where do you fall? So here's a question regarding the SAS list. If you try a series and you don't like it, does that still qualify as being part of the SAS list, or do you then need to replace it if you're not going to keep reading? Do you replace it with another series?
On my SAS list, what I'm going to do is, especially if it's like new series that I'm trying, if I try a couple of them in the series and I just don't really like it and don't see myself going forward, then I'm just going to take it out and replace it with another series that I wanted to try. That way I still have 20, but yeah, because I mean, I don't want to have like that little mark in there that's DNF'd or whatever. I'll just take him off and put it away.
Exactly. No, I was wondering
I myself. Feel the same way about my SAS list of series that I'm going to continue. Some of the series that I have on there, I haven't read them in a while, and I may read the next one and think, oh, I just not really into it anymore, and I might take it off and add something else.
Yeah. Oh, well, good to know. I'm glad to hear what your plans are because I'll do the same. So, Mum says, I read 46 pages today so far, but the last time I read was Tuesday. There you go. So, yay, not just me. Been binge watching Once Upon a Time and mostly on the couch gaming. Hey, well, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters at the end of the day. Mr. Francy, speaking of TV shows, Mr. Francy, and I refer to myself in the third person for whatever reason, is looking for a streaming service in Australia, a paid streaming service where there's no commercials, that has Murder, She Wrote. Stormy, I keep thinking of you It's like, can I just find it somewhere so I can watch it? Because we have it on a streaming service here that has commercials. And the problem with that is something big happens and then we have like a whole 3 minutes of commercials. It's just like, seriously?
That's how it's supposed to be. Something happens
Right.
and then commercials.
Imogen says, I'm having Indian curries. Nice. Sag paneer. Aloo. Oh gosh, I am struggling here and I'm sorry. Aloo muta and saffron rice. It's my first time having aloo muta. Its spice creeps on you the more you eat it.
One of those creeping spice ones. You take a bite of it and you're like, oh, well, this isn't spicy. But then the more you eat it, you're like, oh.
Yes, exactly. Nice. KB says, I used to love that show, but it's such an open book, I don't think it will ever end. I'm surprised it's still going. I think I watched season 1 and 2 way back in the day. So
once upon a time, I think it's over. I think there's like 7 seasons. But
okay.
Still people watch it. I like binged it up until like I think the beginning of like the 7th season, and then I was like, I'm just over it. So I never actually watched the 7th season.
Fair enough. You gave it more time than I did. So. But it seemed like such an amazing idea, and some of the acting in it was done really well, and it really intrigued me. But after a couple of seasons, I was done. But
it got really strange there towards that, like the end of the 6th season and the 7th season, and I was like, oh, okay, no.
KB says, kind of like One Piece. Yeah, I haven't read One Piece yet, but from all the videos I've seen, I imagine it's an incredibly long series. So. Unless it ended already. Yeah. Cornflower says, I've DNF'd the Great Gatsby twice too. Yay, it's not just me. I've given up on it. It was too slow. It was, Cornflower. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you agree with me. Now we just have to wait and see what Stormy thinks.
I have a feeling I'll probably be on your end if it's that slow. We'll see.
We just have to see. Just a moment. I have a guest. And it is Lee. Hi, Lee.
Hi. Sorry, I'm so late.
Welcome. That's okay. It's great to have you here.
Happy to be here because I need to get some reading done tonight.
Yes, exactly. What will you be reading?
It'll be a Nora Roberts book.
Or your last one? Is it going to be your last one?
My last one, yes. It is A Matter of Choice. So.
I started a Nora Roberts one.
Ah, there you go.
I'm like, it's a race against time to see if I can finish it before the end of the month.
That's how I feel. Hello, everybody.
Nice.
Hi.
Aww.
Timekeeper Cozy's in here. I see that right now. She said sprint at 25, question mark.
Oh, sure. Yep. Okay, we'll sprint at 25 to the top of the hour. Thank you, Cozy. I appreciate it. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to catch up. KB says, the only classic I've read is Animal Farm, and I gave it 5 stars, so I recommend that one. I've read 1984, but not Animal
That one's
Farm.
on my list. That one is actually in my jar, Animal Farm, so that's in my list.
Nice. Have you read it, Lee?
I've read 1984, not Animal Farm, and after 1984, I will not be reading Animal Farm. So
I can understand that.
I heard you guys talking about Great Gatsby too. I'm sorry, I don't see all the hype behind it. I thought it was boring.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you finish it?
Yes, unfortunately.
All these borings is not making me very confident in reading.
Oh, you've never read it?
No.
Oh.
No, I said I'm curious because it seems like either everybody like loves it or they don't. And so I'm kind of curious to see where I would fall. But the way everybody's talking about it being slow and boring, I'm thinking I might be on that side.
Yeah, there's people I know, they think it's like the greatest book ever. And I'm just like, I don't see it. Sorry. I've listened to it. I've read it. I've watched the movie, and I'm like, sorry, I don't get the appeal of it.
Yeah.
Yes, I've never even watched the movie. I know they had that, but I never even.
Yeah.
Not for me.
No. Imogen says KB reads One Piece KB reads One Piece is still going. They just celebrated their 1000th chapter. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Mum says I watched up to season 7 and now I'm rewatching it with my youngest. I believe season 7 is the end of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. KB says, I have a lot of manga to read then. Yes, lots and lots for One Piece. They could really keep it going. So many fairy tales from all over the world for Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Jessica says, I can join the live if you're doing another sprint. Oh, wonderful, Jessica. We will be doing another sprint. So, yay. It'll be good to have you here. Aaliyah, am I saying that right? I hope so. Says, hello, everyone. Reading Macron Murdoch got to 18%. Nice and welcome. Good to have you here. Amber Jen says, some I've been binging it slowly. Fair enough. Hannah says, I just hit 50 followers and I did a little dance. Nice. Yay. It was a big dance. Who am I kidding? Nice. That's awesome, Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
So happy for you. Jane says, Mr. Francy and Stormy, do you find when you filmed your videos and review the footage, you see that it needs to be done again?
Yes.
I used to be an extreme perfectionist, and then I just got to the point where the editing and cutting side was so stressful for me anyway that I just end up saying, you know what, it's fine. And then one day I was doing a stream and Lee was there, and Lee was talking about this Lee that we have right down there, was saying that she loves seeing the real side of videos, like seeing, you know, certain things that maybe aren't so perfect. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's more human that way.
Yeah, I don't edit out everything, but at the same time, I'll feel like, why did I say that? I could have said that different. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just because sometimes what I want to say just does not come out of my mouth, and I'm like, no, I got to start it over. There will be several times when I'm like, take one, take two,
Right.
and then I'm like, I just need to learn to go with it, go with the flow, and then edit out. But a lot of times I'll be like, oh, I didn't like that, and I'll have to start over, and I'll like start over like 3 times before I'm like, just go with it and edit. Just go with it and edit.
And then some of it doesn't even need to be edited. Like we've all mispronounced a word or stuttered over something, or it's normal for everybody, not even just on camera. So, and you can't edit yourself in real life if you're talking to somebody and you don't even think about it a second time. You just move on. So it's fine.
Yep, absolutely. I was recently in a reading vlog talking about a book I read called Double Double Tartan Trouble, and I pronounced it as Double Double Tartan Trouble, and I just laughed at myself and kept going. It's like, yeah, no one's perfect, you know. Just
right. So
keep
Storm
going.
can tell you
Sometimes there's
last
funny
say
bloopers.
last night at all. Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Jane says, I filmed 2 videos and didn't notice until I was editing the second one that I was looking off to the side, so we'll have to film it again tomorrow. Yeah, that's tough.
I've learned to not let it bother me when I'm looking off to the side, because usually it's because I'm reading notes. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to remember it if I don't like put the notes down. So.
Exactly. Yeah, I have the same thing. And now I'm not worried so much about it. I know it's obvious that I'm looking down, so it's like, it's fine. KB says, I'm currently reading Death Note. Ooh, nice. And The Promised Neverland, but they are so intense I have to take it slowly. I understand that. Yeah. Would someone mind writing read till 00 in the comments? It's there already. All right, I'll fly.
Got us ready.
Okay, I just have to find it, guys. Just a moment. Wow, there's a lot of comments I'll need to come back to. Alrighty, we will come back to the comments when we come back at the top of the hour. But in the meantime, happy reading, everyone. All right. So how was everyone's sprint?
Good. I got to 74% in the To Love a Dark Lord. So almost.
Nice. You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Beauty and the Beast type.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. And Lee?
I got to chapter 3. I can't decide yet if this is going to be good or corny. So still too early to tell.
Just over half an hour left of the Vampire Knitting Club. So
nice.
Yeah, happy I'm getting towards the end. I have lots of comments to catch up on. So here we go. Amber Jen says congrats to Hannah. Just a sec. Cozy says I have preferred what I've read by Ellie Alexander, pen name, real name Kate Dwyer Seeley. Nice. Mum says true, however, I feel it would be quite boring over time. Mel Mac says, I'm just back now from the sprint. I want to finish my book. Yeah, fair enough, Mel Mac. Cozy says, with the SAS list, just make your own rules. As long as you work on at least 22 series, it's okay. You don't have to finish them. Oh, thank you, Cozy. Wow, that shows how behind I am. KB says, what's SAS? Well, I might hand this over to one of you two to answer because I'm new to SAS this year. Who wants to take this one?
It don't matter.
Go ahead.
SAS list or SAS is the series about series. So if you have like a whole bunch of series that you're trying to catch up on, it's kind of like that. You just work on series. And this year, since it's 2022, you could either do 22 series that you want to work on during the year, or you could do like it's from Elizabeth from Lizzie Faylo's books, and she has, you could do a set of 20, and then 2 for 2022. And for me, I picked 20 books or book series that I want to work on that I've already started. And then I have 20 series that I haven't started that I want to. And then I have 2 series that are middle grade series that I hope to start and finish within the year.
So, nice.
Yeah, nicely put, Storm. And Cozy's going to say you can even read 22 books total from different series. Make it your own. Oh, that's good. I like that. Yep. Yeah, Lizzie Faye loves books. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Go. Feel free to go and check that out. Yeah, Elizabeth is the one who came up with it. So yeah. Nicole says, so far this month I have read 19 books. That's incredible, Nicole.
Great job.
Yeah, I'm at 18. Done. If I can get 2 more done, then I'll be at 20. I'm really actually surprised with myself since I had more physical books to read. I figured I wouldn't get very many read this month.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I don't think I've ever read that much. I think the most I've read is 14 in a month. So that's wonderful. Mum says, I loved watching Murder, She Wrote. I also loved watching Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries and currently getting through Murdoch Mysteries. Yeah. Nice.
I like all of those.
Excellent. Mel Max says, I liked the first 4 seasons of Once Upon a Time, but after that it started to unravel for me. Yeah. Cajun saying hi to Lee. Cozy saying hi. Emma Jen saying hi. Thank you, Cozy. Mum saying hi to Lee. Amy says, I had a goal of 100 books a year, but I never made it. So I downgraded to 50 books a year. I was so close in 2021. I did 48 books. I'm hoping this year I'll make it. You can do it, Amy. And 48 books is really close. Like, you should be proud of yourself. You got so close. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Polly says, Mum's book collection, all great series.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Cozy says, you sound so happy about it. A Nora Roberts book.
She's about Nora Roberts out, I think.
Yeah, I am right now. I'm just like, I just want this to be over with already.
Hannah saying hi. KB says, I was telling my parents about how I'm going to start reading from Agatha Christie, and the first thing my stepdad mentioned was Murder, She Wrote. Nice. Jane says to Melmac, I like Murdoch Mysteries. I watched all 14 seasons with my sister on Netflix, waiting for season 15. Wow.
I think I'm on like season 9 or 10 or something. I'm really bad about like I'll binge and then I'll like fall off the radar and I like quit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I really need to get back to that. I don't know why I just don't finish the whole thing out. And I was enjoying it. I like it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just as bad with my books as I am my shows.
I think it's the monotony of it. Like, it's great to binge, but inevitably I feel like you're going to get to a point where you're like, I need something else. And so you try something else to mix it up, and then maybe you potentially binge whatever that is.
Yeah.
And whatever. But that's a lot of seasons to get through.
Yeah.
Cornflower says, Old Storm, my prediction, you're going to hate Gatsby. The Count of Monte Cristo is like a Lee Child book when you compare it to Gatsby.
That's really scary.
Mel Mack is saying hi to Lee. Sorry?
I said the good thing is it's not that long. So.
Oh, that's good. Hi Realm says, hello, December over here. I've read a lot of classics, but I think my all-time favorite will be The Secret Garden, by Frances Hodgson Burnett. A beautiful, beautiful book. And yes, I realize now, re-looking over it, that you're saying your name is December. Sorry, I will call you December from now on. Aaliyah says, all of Once Upon a Time is on Disney Plus currently on season 4, episode 19. I really enjoy watching it before bed. Nice. Jessica says, I'm reading Beartown by Frederick Bachmann. Oh, yep. I've read that one. Have you guys read that one?
I DNF'd that one.
No, I didn't.
It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that you did. I made it through. Yeah, I made it through it, and then, but that kind of turned me off Bachmann for a long time. I just don't think he's the author for me. But I hope you're enjoying it, Jessica. Awesome. Okay. Cozy says, I was the same way. I would film 10 plus times, and it stresses me out because I wanted it done a certain way. Yeah, perfection. We'll strive for it. And I think also with the bigger booktubers, we see how like perfect their videos are. Yeah, tough. Cozy says, I had a booktube channel for a few months, but wasn't a fan of filming. Yeah, fair enough. When you're ready. Love it, Cozy. Sorry?
I said she was prepared.
Yes. Jane says, I'm trying not to be a perfectionist, but it's hard. Yeah, I can understand that. Yes, Cozy, you are on it. Jessica says, Death Note is my favorite, and I'm on volume 13 of Promised Neverland. Nice. Melmac is starting Peach Pies and Alibis by Ellery Adams, book 2 in the Charmed Pie Shop during this sprint. Oh, wonderful.
Let us know the first one good enough to jump right into the second.
Right? That says a lot. Hi, Anne. Hello, just getting here. No problems at all. Great to have you here. Reading These Silent Woods. I haven't read that one before, but I hope you're enjoying it. Nicole says, I'm 141 pages into Plum Pudding Murder. How are you liking it, Nicole? KB says, both series are in my top 5. They are just that good. Oh, awesome. Okay, now we're getting through the last sprint we just had.
Catching up there.
Emma Jane, sorry?
I said catching up.
Trying. Emma Jane said got to 30%. Nice. Anne read a chapter. Good work, Anne. Julian says another 8% read. Wonderful. 15 pages read by Jessica. Good work. Jane says, finish the skeleton, paints a picture. 5 stars. Nice. That's awesome, Jane. Cajun read 14%. Seems right on target there, Cajun. KB, I didn't read, but I watched both Zach and Jane's new videos. Nice. I still have to watch both of them, but I can't wait to. I think Zach's doing a readathon.
Yeah.
Next month. So many like readathons.
No, not another readathon. I can't handle any more. So it's like cut off. I've been cut off. I will root for them, but I can't do it.
There you go.
And so I switched to audio in my book I was reading. I'm at 58%. Nice. Jane thanking KB. Cozy said, ran around doing a million different things, but managed to listen to a bit. Nice. Being very productive, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Jane saying hi to Lee. Melmac, I read 16 pages. And Nicole is still enjoying it. Nice. Have I gotten to the end of the comments?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Yay. Oh, that's wonderful. In that case, we'll probably start our next sprint at 1:15. Get some more reading done. Melmac says, LOL, I did jump right into book 2 after I finish a book. If I'm switching to another series next, I like to wait an hour or more. But if I'm staying in the same series, I don't mind jumping in. Yeah, I would agree with that. Have you guys done that before, where you finish a book in the series and you go right on to the next one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't binge a lot of series, so I don't do that, but
yeah, no, I love it.
No, totally fair. I think I did that with the Christmas Tree Farm series, book 1 and 2, and the Amish Candy Shop, book 1 and 2, if I remember correctly.
Like I've said it before, but the only series that I actually jumped into, like the next one, I think was the Library Lover series. So
yeah, that's fair. I think one of the great things. Yeah. I think one of the great things, especially about cozies, the smaller page count compared to, for me, I was so used to reading fantasies, which generally speaking are about the 500-page mark. And with cozies not being that long, if I read one book after the other, it's almost like reading one big book as opposed to 2 books, because you're literally just continuing on. So.
Well, we're going to see how it goes in March, because I've got at least 4 different series that I'm going to start that I haven't ever read before, and I'm going to read book 1 and book 2 out of each of them in the same month, so we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Because I don't
know. So Tatiana Illyria is actually my best friend. Who she watches my sprints, but thinks it's the first time she's commenting. So, hi, Tatiana, thank you for being here. She says, hi, Francie, I read a line of Vanessa. She's reading My Dark Vanessa at the moment. So, yay, good work. Sorry?
I'm curious what she's thinking of it. I have that on my TBR to get to.
I was looking at her emojis, and it's like, I'm not sure if she's liking it or not.
Yes,
like,
what do you think, Tatiana?
Yeah.
Let us know. KB says, I like to read a book or 2 in between. Yep, fair enough.
That's kind of how I am.
Yeah. Melmac says, but I'm also a 1 book at a time reader. Yeah. That's fair. No, I know. Oh. a second. Anita says, and hi, Anita, says, I wanted to stop in and say hi. I just got back from dinner. I had eggplant parmesan. Nice.
Mm.
I will continue to read Antique Auctions Murder, but I will be reading in bed. Nice. Very comfortable. Nice. Alrighty. Can I ask someone to put in read till 00 for me? Thank you to all my lovely helpers. You guys are amazing. KB says
this time I'm
called-
going downstairs to fix me something for supper, just so you know.
Yeah, no problems. Tatiana says, lol, just took over a year. Yeah.
What are
But
we reading?
still, it's great that you're reading. Sorry?
I'm sorry, what are we reading till?
Oh, the top of the hour.
Got it. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
No, three
Not
at one time.
everyone. Right. Not everyone's a fast reader. So I think it's great that you are reading. And to anyone who's reading, I feel like there's, especially on BookTube, there can be this like pressure to read a lot of books and stuff. But I think at the end of the day, if you are reading, it doesn't matter how many books you read or how much, just reading is fantastic. So you should still be very proud of yourself. Anita's saying good night. Good night. Okay, I will. Okay. Sorry, Morgan.
Yeah.
I saw an A instead of an O. I'm so sorry. Morgan, thank you very much. We will use yours for this one. All right, everyone, we're going to read till the top of the hour. So happy reading, and we'll catch up on comments when we come back. Happy reading. Okay. How did we all do with our sprint? That will be the final reading sprint for today. So how did we do?
I made it to 84%.
Oh, nice, Stormy. Good work, Lee.
I got one chapter done, but I did get distracted watching a video, so I could have gotten more done.
Fair enough. I finished the Vampire Knitting Club. I think I'm going to give it 3 stars. Didn't really enjoy the mystery too much, but I loved the paranormal side of it. So
Nice.
I don't know. We'll see how we go. All right. So I'll get through the comments and then we'll wrap things up. I decided this week to start an hour earlier and finish an hour earlier. So, all right. Melmac says to KB, it's called keeping my confusion to a minimum. Nice. And Tatiana says, so far, meh, lol. I think the sentence was that Vanessa went to work and passes a bush.
Okay. All right.
It's that I don't read much. Okay. Yeah. So KB says, yes, a lot of videos are titled, I read 46 books this month, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, a lot of romance booktubers read quite a bit. I think a lot of it's because they read a lot of indie books that are shorter.
Yeah.
But yeah, they read quite a bit. That's like double the amount that I ever read, so I don't think I could ever read it. The most I've ever read is 32 books in a month, and I was getting quite burned out by the end of the month.
Yes. I was last May. Yes, I agree.
Right. Yeah, Amy's agreeing as well. Exactly my thoughts. How do people read so fast? Yeah. Hannah said made it to 76%. Nice, Hannah. Good work.
She'll be done tonight.
Yeah. Jillian says 10% read. Nice. Melmac got 24 pages. Excellent. Nice. Emma Jen got to 50% and watched your March TBR video, Mr. Francy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It hasn't been up long, so
yeah, I still need to watch that one too. So many videos in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jane says, I started The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, starting my March reading early. Nice. I love when...
Go ahead.
Okay. No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say that is my favorite Riley Sager book, so I hope that you really like that one.
Oh, nice. What's the one I read? Lock Every Door. I thought it was so. So, yeah, maybe I should try that one.
That was one of my least favorites. I thought it was very stupid, like the twist of it. So
yeah. Oh, well, that's good to know. That makes me think that I should give Riley Sager another go. Yeah. Melanie says 20 pages into the Midnight Library. Nice. Susan got 10% of Lord of Silent read. I like the title.
Mm-hmm.
Cajun right on target again, 12%. Nice. Loving the consistency. Cornflower says, thanks so much for the sprints, Mr. Francy, Stormy, and Lee. You're welcome, Cornflower. Thank you for being here. Nadine says, 74 pages left until I finish Gatsby. I have no clue if I like it. Totally understand. I've heard that people read a lot of books by speeding up the audio.
Yeah. I do that.
Yes.
Yep. Not going to lie, I did that with Vampire Knitting Club. I just wanted to get through it, so I did speed it up.
Yeah, sometimes it just depends on the narrator. If they're like really slow, I can speed it up a lot faster and get through one faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Cozy says, listened to 8% of Goldie Bear Mystery, number 7. One of my favorite series on audiobook. Nice, Cozy. Also ate homemade chili for dinner. Ooh. Jane says, I'm finding it interesting so far.
Nice.
Nice, Jane.
Yes.
Cause said, is Riley Faggot also Fun Girls? Yeah. Okay. I can't listen to audiobooks at 1x speed. It sounds like slow motion. I know, right?
Mm-hmm. I listen to most of mine at 2 speed. So
yeah, me too. I was listening to this one at 2.4.
Yeah, this one I'm listening to at 2.2.
Wow. I don't think I've ever gone above 2.0. I think my average is 1.5, but I can do 2.0 if I want to rush through or whatever. But going above that, wow, that's awesome.
If it's heavily accented, I have to do 1.5 usually. But
yeah, slower for me. But
yeah. KB says, yeah, the audiobook will have 46 minutes for a chapter and I can read it in 20, so I put it on 1.5 when listening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cozy says, 2 times is too fast. I know I could train myself, but I don't want it that fast.
Yeah, I don't think I ever want to be 3 speed fast. I think that's too fast. And I've heard some of the romance authors or booktubers talk about they listen to some at like 3, and I'm like, that's just too high.
Well, I think too, if you're
like,
if you're listening to, that's why I was able to get through a lot of these Nora Roberts books, because they were about 6.5 hours each book. If I'm listening at 2 times speed, that's about 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
If you're focused, you can get through a couple books a day like that. So if you're a slacker like me, you got through 1 book a day. But either way,
you have to listen at a really high speed. I have to be just listening to the book.
Right.
I can't. But most of the time, I'm listening and doing things on my computer or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Well, 3. Sorry.
Yeah. That's like chipmunk speed there. I just can't do it.
Yeah, exactly. KB says 2 speed. Oh gosh, I can't comprehend if that's if it's that fast. Yeah, it really depends for me on the narrator's diction.
Yep.
If they are very clear when they speak, I can. But if they slur their words or something like that, then it's much tougher for me. So.
And then there's narrators that I absolutely love that I will not speed up faster than 1.5 speed because I just want to listen to them. And that would be like James Marster for like the Dresden Files. I won't speed it up because I like listening to his voice. So
yeah, totally understand. Imogen says, I have to read it at normal speed. I follow it along with the physical digital book. Otherwise, I don't pay attention. That's fair. Because, I know, right? It says, once you get used to a speed, you can't go below, so be careful. I never go over 1.8.
Yeah, once you've trained your brain to listen at a higher speed, it's hard to go back.
Yes.
Yeah, very much so. Susan says, I love the Goldie Bear series. I have about half of them left to read. Might add a couple to my March TBR. Nice.
I see some of these March TBR, and they had a Goldie Bear on there, and I was like, I know this series because of Cozy.
Nice. 1.5 to 1.8 is my sweet spot. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Susan, I'm so in love with this series on audiobook. I can't stand it. So detailed and cozy and edgy at the same time. Nice. Cheryl says, hi, everyone. Hi, Cheryl. My speed is 1.6 to 1.85. Nice. That's something that I love with Audible. You can slide across to whatever number you want. And then on other streaming services, you have to pick and choose the exact speed.
Yeah, like AnyPlay, the audios are, you can't go above 1.75. So you're stuck at that speed.
Oh, wow.
And it's like,
wow. Nice. Julian says it depends on genre for me how fast. Listen. Yeah. I can understand that. I think for me, with my cozies, I do try to slow them down because listening to them at a fast pace to me just makes it less cozy. Where if I slow it down, it's like a nice, comfortable pace. But, yeah. But as we were talking about, cutting time in half, if I have an audiobook that's like 30 hours long, I'm more than happy to listen to it at 2 times the speed.
Right.
Jane says, if you listen to me talking at 1 time speed, that's fast.
Well, it's funny because there's a YouTuber that I listen to, and I think even at 2 times, she's still talking like this, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do it. It's way too. She talks way too slow.
Yep. That's wow.
No, and I've never even thought to like listen to a YouTuber like at a faster speed. I just listen to them out there, but maybe I should on some of them because sometimes it's like fast forward.
Yeah, I mean, especially for her, I love watching her videos, but I'm like, all right, you talk way too slow. Like, come on, speed up.
Yeah, definitely. Once I realized that you can speed up the speed of YouTube, I started doing the same thing, thinking, I love you, but you're just taking too long to get to what you're saying. So if I speed it up, it's almost like standard speed if I speed it up. So, yeah. Susan says, I've listened to a few books at 1.5, but most I read at normal speed. Nice. Coda says, Mr. Francy, Gold Bear Catering series by Diane Matt Davidson is very heavy on culinary details, but also is an edgy, cozy mystery series. Ooh, thank you, Cozy. I appreciate it. I am looking for heavy culinary cozies. So thank you, Cozy. That's awesome. KB says, I agree, Storm. I won't speed up Barney Turpin. She's amazing. Is that the narrator you were talking about?
No, it's a different one.
Right. Okay, so she's saying that for her.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Amber Jen says, Stormy, I'm the same way with Dresden.
That's mine.
Yep, nice. Jillian says, I can read mystery, thrillers, cozies, romance, YA, contemporary, memoir, etc. on 2 times audio. Other genres, I have to slow it down to comprehend. Yep, fair enough. Amber Jen says, Stormy, same with Dresden. I can only read it through audiobook.
Yeah.
Cozy says, Goldie Bear 7 is from 1998, so using it for Lee's readathon, just have to finish in March. Nice.
You got that easily.
There you go. Yeah. Susan G says, Cozy, I've only read the physical books, but will pick some to read on audio now. Nice. Cozy says, I agree, Mr. Francy. Some cozies are perfect at 1.5. Some you need to speed up to have the perfect pacing. And Susan, please try it. The narrator is amazing. Awesome. I think I've gotten to the end of the comments.
Yeah.
Woo! Nice. So before we do wrap things up, I'll just check in with you guys. So for anyone who may be new here, why don't you guys let us know your channel name and if there's anything that might be coming up on your channel. Whoever wants to go first.
So I'm Stormy from Storm Reads, and I will probably have the next thing that's coming out will be a vlog for this week. So I usually have them come out on Sundays. So
yeah, nice, Stormy.
My name is Lee from Dark Roots Creations. I'm looking at what I have. Well, next video I will have coming up will be the wrap up for both of your guys' readathons. So for the retro readathon and Cozy Up with Mr. Francy readathon, which I think I did very well for both of them. So that'll be coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap up the retro romance readathon in its own, and I think because since I did like a vlog for each week, I figure I'll just concentrate on the end of the month with just my readathon.
There you go.
And well, you guys know my name because it's right down there. Mr. Francy Reads, and my next 2 videos will be my reading vlog and then my monthly wrap. All right, everyone. Well, that's where we're going to leave it for today. I'm so happy that I was able to come back this week, and we will definitely be back again next week. Before I do go, I want to thank my wonderful co-hosts. Thank you, Stormy, and thank you, Lee, for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
And you're welcome. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful remaining read. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your month and your reads for the rest of the month. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know why that was so hard. And I'll catch you guys again next week. So it'll be once again, if you're American, 5 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. But until then, letting you guys go with peace, blessings, and so much love. Continue to sparkle and shine, you guys. Absolutely amazing. And of course, happy reading. Bye, guys.